title, and I guess they don't even want me to go live to talk about it. Let's see if we can go. Okay. Are we okay? We're back live. Okay, this is Redemption Goddess. Welcome, welcome back. This is just my thoughts on trans people, and I may get into some other stuff here. Let's see if I can make this bubbles. Where's the bubbles? Oh, here they go. Let's see if I can let's see if I can articulate my thoughts correctly here. Okay, so transgender people have been around like when you want to be a man and you're a woman, and when you want to be a woman when you're a man, that has been around for a long, long time. You have women that pretended to be men to go fight. You had men to to pretend to be women so they wouldn't have to fight. Um, you've had this since the beginning of time. In 2023, what the world, well, I would not even say the world, I would just say America. What America is trying to do is tell you, like, these are people too. Forget the confusion, forget they going to hell, forget all of that, forget all of what you think will happen to these people. These are people too. So if you see a transgender person, if you see a person that you think could be a man or could be a woman, and they're dressing or acting opposite of what they really are. If you do not know these people, leave these people alone. If you just happen to be out and about and that look like a man. That look like a man. That's a man. Hey, excuse me, are you a man or a woman? I mean, doing that type of stuff is crazy. But what I will say is, even in school, when you're going to school, you in there to do work, you know. If you don't, if you, oh, I'm getting bullied at school and all of this and whatever, report the bullies. It never works, and that really know what to do for that, because once bullies stop them from bullying you, you should be cool. Or stand up for yourself, smack one of them, slap one of look, I ain't telling you what to do. Let me take that back. But when when you are a transgender person, you don't know what body you want to be in. And when you're dealing with children, you go to school, you find out your teacher likes women. I don't know how you could know that. I don't even know how this is a discussion. What goes on in your house is in your house, in your bedroom. When we at this school, we teaching math, science, this is what the curriculum is. I see so many TikTok and so many YouTube things where people are putting a gay flag and stuff at the school. That don't have nothing to do with school. It doesn't. I want you to know what I identify as a her and a they, and your name, whatever you told me your name was, Miss or Mister. I don't care if you look like a Mister and you a Miss. If you a Miss and you look like a Mister, I don't care. Whatever name you told me to call you, that's the name I'm gonna call you. That's it. Let's talk about what some of my pronouns are. No, no. If you said your name was Mister, I'm calling you Mister. Mister such and such. If you say your name is Miss, I'm calling you Miss such and such. Well, I also go by they. No, I'm not going by that. That's crazy. You do that with your friends and your family members and the people that accept that. If you say your name is Miss B, I'm calling you Miss B. If you standing up here looking straight up like a man, I'm still calling you Miss B. That's it. And this is for the schoolhouse now. This is for inside of the school. Now, outside of the school, we don't have to deal with that. If you don't want to deal with a transgender person, you can just walk away from them. If they in your family, you can disown them and whatever. If your child grow up to be a transgendered person, you could either disown them, you could go by the pronouns that they want you to go by, or you could go by what you birthed. If you birthed a girl, you could keep on calling them a girl until they just stop coming over to you again. They can stop coming to see you again. Hey, who was that? Low key. Okay. What's up, low key? Okay, so that's my stance on that, because this is just kind of getting out of control. You trying to teach my kid about gay stuff? Look, I will say rainbow flags and all of this stuff in the school, that's not an appropriate place for that. You sleep with a woman, you sleep with a man, whoever. You should know who your kids should know who they teacher sleeping with and how they sleeping and what they doing and kissing and hugging. It's math, science, social studies, gym. That's what we supposed to be in here learning. I don't care who you went to sleep with, who you with after school. All I care is about if you're going to teach me this work. You talking about pronoun. I go by they and them. Listen, I'm not calling you none of that. I'm calling you Miss or Mister. Pick one. Now, when you go, now, if you don't want folks to make fun of you and this and that, whatever, stick with who you are. Stick with who you were born to be. If you were born a man, stick being a man. If you were born a lady, stick being a lady. But if you do not want to do that and you want to teach school, then just teach. If the school hired you because of your, accolades and things like that, then just sit there and teach the class. Don't nobody need to know why your hair is short or why it's long or why you look like this. I would tell my students that if I decided to be a man right now, and I'm gonna go by Mr. R. I'm Mr. R now, y'all. And you look like a woman. Listen, we ain't talking about none of that. What we're talking about, my name is Mr. R. You address me as Mr. R, or you get out my class. And then I'm going to start teaching the subject that I was hired to teach. They can sniggle and grin and all they want. Because I would think that if you was a transgender person, that you would be a strong person. You're going to go against all of the norms to change your gender. I said gendered. To change your gender. So if you done did all of that, you must be a strong person. You must could endure criticism. I don't want them talking about me. Well, then you wasn't never strong enough to be no transgender then. But in the school, you need to be teaching the curriculum of the school. Okay, that's it. Now, I actually don't even really care about the LGBTQ flags and all of this stuff. I don't care about that. Most kids 5 to, I would say maybe, unless they own some Amish plantation or somewhere, most kids know about this stuff. They know this already. They go in there, you look like a man, but you dressed up like a woman and you want to be called Miss R. They gonna be curious, but you can nub all that curiosity in the bud like, hey, listen, I teach social studies. If you have any social study related questions, I can answer them. Anything about my personal life, I will not answer that. That's it. There's no legislation. There is no meetings, no nothing. Well, I want to be called they and them. They says that it's more than one person. Them means that you're more than one person. That doesn't even make sense. What is your name? What my name is Miss Such and Such. And you clearly a man sitting up here. Okay, well, you Miss Such and Such now. Okay, so let's get to Dylan Mulvaney. I didn't watch some of his videos, and just to get some context, not because I wanted to watch them. What did I say? I got a text message that says something. Anyway, so Dylan Mulvaney decided to turn into a girl. Okay, and he making social media video. If you don't like his videos, click off of them. That's it. If you click on here, oh Jesus, that's a whole man. I just clicked on there. He detailing his life as a woman. Okay, good, wonderful, good for you. Like what? I mean, you're not a real woman, and you're trying to whatever with us, and I might got some action. Okay, I gotta get out of here. So I gotta wrap this up now. Now, me personally, if I see content on the internet that I do not like, I click off of it. He went to go talk to the president as a woman and blah blah blah. Listen, if the president saw him as a woman and wanted to talk to him, if he represent tampon commercial, if that's what they think is it, represent women, I don't even think they should have any tampon and pad commercials. We all know by the time we get our periods and everything else, I don't even like talking about this stuff. I can't stand talking about my personal stuff. I've never sent my husband to go get nothing. Actually, when I got home, I'll take that back. When I got home from the hospital, he had to go get the big, 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 maxi pad, after I had my son. So I'll take that back because he did go one time to get it. That's it. One time. I know what I need. I know when it comes. I know what I'm going to need. I know everything. I don't need a commercial. Hey, have you ever felt like you were leaking in yourself? I'm like, what the and you sitting here watching it with, you watching television and you see the commercial and you just I want to cringe. I want to fold into myself when I see those commercials. They got some woman on there running free in the wind and all of this. I'm like, oh my God. Now you know good and damn well you don't feel like running in no wind when you on your stuff. Some women like myself don't even like to talk about it. I know what I need. I know the products that I use, and that's what I try to use. The only thing I can't stand is when these stores start changing the packaging, and now you can't find what you normally use. And you like, where is this? Okay, where is the OBI? You trying to find it, and oh, we don't care what, they changed their name. I'm like, oh, okay. That's it. Could you go get me some pet? Girl, every month I don't care when you got your period. You could have got it at 12, 9, 6, whatever. From 6 to when you a grown woman, some of these women be 30 something years. Could you go get me some pads? You didn't go get no pads. You didn't go get no tampon. What is wrong with you? I just was testing him. That don't even make sense. You gonna test your man away. That's what's gonna happen. You gonna test him one too many times. And he gonna be gone on your butt. Hold on, let me answer this text if I can without. What is this one here? Okay. I'm just like, and so if they got Dylan Mulvaney up there, and I don't even know how valid and true that is. Why would I don't even know what they would be thinking. But if they got him up there, oh well. It ain't like we boycott the brand that got him up there then. Go ahead. Go on and boycott the brand that. I don't really know what to tell y'all. People be getting worked up over this mess. They just playing dress up. Let them play dress up. We live in a free country. What you gonna go beat them? What you want to get your belt out and whoop all the transgenders? Come here so I can whoop you. They grown. They can do whatever they want. Now, when you talking about your children, these people can do whatever they want with their kids. As long as CPS ain't said that they okay, cool. Cool. As long as CPS ain't said nothing, then your ass shouldn't be saying nothing. But CPS need to be involved. Okay, well, I don't really know what to tell you. I don't be getting in people's life like that. Now, if I see somebody beating a kid, I'm going to go try to save the kid right then. I ain't going hiding on the phone. I am going to go rescue and probably fight that parent that's whooping on that child. Like beating them. When we say whooping, we ain't talking about spanking. We talking about beating all in the head and beating them all in the face. If I see that with my own eyes, I'm not going away nowhere to call nobody. I'm going to physically save that call now right then and there on that parent and physically protect. Do. That's what I would do if I saw that. But when you want to you want to transition a child. Okay, listen. I'm not going to transition my child. My child can wait till they 18 years old to make their own decisions. Once they 18 of legal grown age, they can go on away from me and go do whatever they want with their life. Now, I would highly suggest that they not, and I would do everything in my power to stop them. Not everything in my power, but I would try to persuade them, all of the good things of being a boy, all of the good things of being a girl. I would try my hardest. But when all of that failed, they want to go chop they penis off. They want to go do this and that and whatever. Honey, you a grown person now. You could go do that. I'm still going to love you. I probably ain't going to call you what you want me to call you because I'm a grown person too. I'm grown. And I can choose to call you what I named you at birth for the rest of your life if I want to. Because I'm also a grown person and I also have freedom. See, people want to, you can't call me. Yes, I can. If people want to be mean to you, as long as they are not physically threatening harm or coming running to you, they could sit up there and tease you. They could call you B's and H's and this and that and whatever. They could even call you the N word if they want. You know that? They could call you whatever they want. Now that would be a little bit, that's racial, something racial in that, I wouldn't call nobody that, but those are just words. As long as you not threaten, like I'ma come and kill you and I'ma come whoop your ass, like stuff like that, that's a threat. But saying, well, you really a man, that's so hurtful and mean. Well, that's actually the truth. You were born a man. Okay, so back to the whole transgender thing. So now they're able to change their stuff on their ID, and they're able to uh change everything, so they will never be classified as a man. Now inside of the doctor's office is what I was worried about. Like, I'm like, well, how in the heck do you, because women and men have different ailments and different stuff going on. So if you looking like a woman but you really a man and you have prostate cancer, is that something inside the office? Well, I would presume that you would say inside of the office, you would say, hey, I was born a man. I would presume that. I hope that you don't go the whole way and let them x-ray you and all of this and get all up in there. And then, oh, by the way, I'm really a man. I hope not. I would hope that people tell they doctor. But the thing is, that's not none of my business. Whether they telling them or not, that's not any of my business. Whatever they going to do with a doctor, and they in they medical history, that ain't none of my business. Why am I worried about that? That's gonna stop all of the healthcare work. Just shut up. Just be quiet. I wish a lot of folks would just be quiet, because a lot of these arguments, we have the right to have the argument, but should the argument even be had? Yes, we have the right to say, yeah, this is crazy. This is my opinion on this. Exactly what I'm doing here. But I'm just like, how does this affect you? Well, they're teaching my kids. Well, when they come home, you could teach them what you need to teach. Well, what my teacher said, listen, I have never heard my child come home and say anything about what the teacher done said about their home life. My child is just going to school, learning, and just being regular. Now these teachers that the kid come to school and they want to transit, and I do believe that it's happening. I'm not saying that it's not happening. I'm saying, how do you deal with that? Okay, so you come home and your child is dealing with gender dysphoria, because that's like the main problem. Like, you think that you want, or hold on, you think or you feel like you're in the wrong body, and that's just a feeling, and it could pass, or it could take some time to pass, or it could never pass. You never could possibly feel comfortable in this body. And now they letting them go, well, I'm they, them, I'm cat self, I'm snake self, and all, that now you are feeding that delusion. And that's cool. You could actually feed that and have a whole bunch of you could have this whole generation grow up and be delusional. But out of that generation growing up delusional, there will be some sane, right-minded people that's like, no, I'm not a they, because I'm not more than one person. I'm not a them. Again, I'm not more than one person. I'm not snake self. I'm not cat self, because I am not a cat. I'm not a snake. I am a human being, and my gender is male or female. I may want to be gay. I may want to dress up like the opposite sex. But I know that when I go into the ground, I'm going into the ground as a male or as a female, whatever your gender is. And I'm just like, well, what? This discussion is getting more heated and more heated. And see people trying to diss Dylan Mulvaney. Let that man live his life. He happy. He's smiling, ain't he? He get on there just as smiling, just as happy as he want to be. I'm just like these people, and then you ain't even in his state. You don't know this man. You could just click off the videos. What they want, they don't want any regulation, but they want you to regulate that. Regulate this. But don't do any more regulation. Let us have our guns and let us do all of this and let us kill people and let us do all this stuff. But you go regulate them transgenders. I'm like, what the? I personally think that these people are delusional. That's my personal opinion. If you are a child and you say, well, I want to play with dolls, and you a boy, you have to tell them like, look, you know, these toys are meant for girls. You have to break. You have to be strong as a parent. Like, look, these toys are meant for girls. You see, they got a whole girl out and they got a whole boy out. So you don't like these particular toys I got you. Let's go down the boy aisle and look again. And trust and believe, you dealing with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Honey, they will find something to play with. They don't want to wear the clothes that they gender say to wear, right? Now, I'm, in the black family, you say you wear what I bought you. I ain't buying no girl clothes for a boy, and I ain't buying no boy clothes for a girl. But when you get grown, you can go and do whatever you want to do. You got people coming in. Well, my child is, girl, you supposed to go get counseling for that. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go get, now, your child 10, 11, 12 years old still displaying these types of behaviors. Now you go get the counseling. And you make sure that you have the right counselor. You don't just pick one and just, I'm done. No, you pick the right one that has your thought pattern and your, how you want your child to go. Far as you don't want your child to be confused in their own body. I know plenty of feminine looking guys, but they're heterosexual. They look beautiful skin, they dress well, and they may actually, they have a little feminine style to them because they were raised by women. But they're heterosexual. I know plenty of feminine looking guys that are bi. I don't want no feminine looking guy. I want a rough, rugged guy. That's what I want. Now, if well, let me not even say if, because we could all be friends and go out and do stuff together. But my thing is, why can't I have, or at least pursue what I want? Why you don't want this feminine guy? Because I don't want him. Well, we ain't never getting no pussy. You will probably get some if you went to people that liked you. You done came over here to me where I don't like you. I don't like you like that, sexual. We could be cool. But the thing is, you can't look at a person and tell how they swing. You got these big burly guys that are totally gay. Totally gay. So now what you do? You ask them, hey, are you gay? Or are you straight? You don't even ask them like that. If I'll do another show on that one. But my thing is, where did our respect go? Just speaking with a person casually, you can kind of tell where they gonna go, how they swing and everything else. Just speaking to them. But if you walk up to a person, hey, is you a man? Is you a woman? Really? You asking a total straight, like, really? Who raised you? As TK, what is his name? Kirkland. I think is that his last name? He a comedian. Who raised you? That's his line. Who in the heck raised you? Anyway, I gotta get off of here and get ready. But you guys be nice to each other. Dang. How hard is that? How hard is it to that person look like a man and a woman? What up? Let me go over here. No, if you don't want that part of your life, stay. Just walk the other way. Go another way. If they say hello to you, say hello back. Like, how hard is that? How hard is it for us to just treat each other civilly? Well, I don't agree with what they doing. Well, honey, just don't talk to them then. I don't even really know what else to say because all of this stuff is fueled from our own insecurities and our own problems that we have deep down inside of us. That man dressed up like a woman ain't bothering me. He hasn't taken any opportunities from me. He ain't took no men from me. None of that. I'm trying to wrap my brain around how we feel so threatened. And then you go insult the people. These people ain't said nothing to you. Now, I ain't talking about sis. I don't like that word. Don't call me sis shit. I am a woman. You are a trans woman. Don't call me sis nothing. You a cis woman. No, I'm not a fucking cis woman. I am a woman. That's it. Getting mad, but listen, the conversation is over and I'm walking away. All of this cis and all of that and whatever. Don't put no stuff on to me. And if you do, walking away from you. Now, if you want to raise up, you can get shot in that dress. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day and take care of yourself and take care of each other.